35192. Want to send a text? You can watch live. Video's back. Bill's back at AlanCoxShow.com. Thank you so much to Boxley with Stanchion for assisting back there today. Mary Santora is out in L.A., where she is performing this week.
Yes, I was at the Hollywood Improv last night on Eric Griffin and Friends.
And how did that go? Did you have a chat with Eric Griffin?
Oh, boy. It was okay, is the best way I can describe it.
The chat or the show?
The show. I didn't talk to Eric Griffin. He was hosting, so he was kind of bopping around and stuff. But it was in the small room at the Improv called The Lab. And from pretty much every comic I've talked to has said that, like, that room is notoriously bad. That it can be okay, like, at best. And it was very much that last night. It's a small room. There's maybe... Oh, my God. Excuse me. I'm burping.
You okay there? The entire evening is coming back to haunt her.
No, I mean, there was probably 30 people in there. It's a small room. It was full, but it was just really hard to get them, like, rolling with laughter. So they would do the thing where they're like, ha,
and then
like
down.
stop. Yeah. But it was a good room. It was nice to get in there. And then I'm at the Comedy Store tonight and Thursday, and Flappers in Burbank on Wednesday.
Do you think there's a reason that, because usually a small room like that is great for comedy. Like a small room, packed out, is ideal. Do you think part of the reason people are a little weird there is because they want the big room because they want to see the big name people?
Maybe.
And, like, that's more like the LA outlook on things?
Honestly, I don't know.
But it's not overflow. Why were those people not in the big room?
Well, they bought tickets to this show.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so they know.
It's just weird that it wouldn't be like
it wasn't
be
great.
Into it.
It was like 5 out of 10. It was fine.
Huh.
I bombed. One of my jokes that works literally everywhere I do it. Bombed real hard last night, where I say, and spoiler alert, I do this in every major city I go to, where I make a joke where I like to sightsee no matter where I go. Like, when I come to LA, I play a game called the Sleeper Overdose. But I've said it in San Diego, it kills. Everywhere I go, it does well. And then it did not get even a titter of laughter last night. And I was like, oh, I forgot people out here are super sensitive. Like, and I mean, there's a big homeless problem.
Yeah, Skid Row is a 5 square mile area that everybody
I understand.
deals
but it
with
was just like, that was the first where I was like, oh, damn. The first part of my set where I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I have to kind of adjust to what's going on out here. Yeah, it was good. Also, Brian texted me. I texted him, and I was like, hey, I miss you. I love you. Can we Zoom tomorrow night? I miss your face. I want to see you. And he goes, no, because you don't know where I graduated high school. So thank you for that, Alan. I appreciate it.
So he agrees with me. It's weird that you don't know where he went to high school.
I just said, can we Zoom tomorrow after work? He said, no, we can't. I was like, what?
I'm going to be zooming out of here, baby.
He said, West Geauga, Mary. So there it is.
Wow. Yeah, there you go. So I was right.
No, you are causing problems in my life, as you all.
No, I'm not.
Do.
You are, because you don't know where he went to high school.
You caused so many
How is that
problems in
on
my
me?
life.
No, please.
What other problem did he cause?
I don't cause problems.
Oh, I don't know. You're right. He's never.
I didn't tell you to freak out about Torrid.
I didn't freak out.
Yeah,
you were the
right.
one who made the original
Go
joke.
to TikTok.
Ha,
Watch
ha,
Mary
ha.
not freak out.
Ha ha ha! Do you wear fat girl pants? And everyone came at me when I said no, but no one came at you.
Well, because your
for making the
response
joke.
was Torrid.
But he's the one who made the joke
She
originally.
was verklempt. It wasn't a joke.
Oh, it wasn't?
I was curious if maybe you ducked into Torrid.
Sure.
Holy moly.
AC conflict starter over here. Causing problems.
Oh, come on. I'm just
my
a little.
boyfriend mad at me.
I'm
I lost
just
300 followers.
Come
over the
on.
phone thing.
I'm just a little rascal. I'm just out here having fun, Bill. Isn't that what we're doing?
That's
We're
what
out
I
having
thought we were
fun.
doing.
He said,
Just
my
some
hair,
just
my hair's
some
too nice to get mad at me.
just some shenanigans. Yeah, nobody ever gets mad at me.
Yeah, right.
Shenanigans. Just a little rascal.
People got mad at me for posting it.
I'm
They're
just
like,
a little.
Oh, Bill knows what he's doing here. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes,
We want engagement.
I hit the button that said post. I do know I can operate this platform. That's right. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio from Chesterland or anywhere else, You can tell me where you do it if you're out of state. Cynthia listens in Surprise, Arizona. Those people are shocked every time they get home. Doug listens in Potomac, Maryland. Gene is in Covington, New York. Jenna is in Janesville, Wisconsin. And Renee is new in Tavares, Florida. And you can leave us messages there, too.
Hey, gang. Just catching up on podcasts, and I just wanted to let Cody know that he needs to get that car titled over in his name if he's making payments on it. If he ends up getting in a crash on it, insurance isn't going to pay out because he's not the titled owner, and his brother's insurance is not going to pay out because there's an untitled owner driving the car frequently. It'll put him in a really bad spot. So, Cody, man, just please rethink that. All right, hate the show.
That dude's looking out for you, homie.
Hey, he's probably lying, Poundcake. Don't worry about it. Just keep living your life.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then something I got to figure out.
Yeah, that's what we told you.
Okay.
We're trying to help. I don't know why you always think we're trying to scam you.
I didn't think you were trying to scam me.
Because you're a rascal, and you're always starting problems.
I'm not starting problems. I'm out here having some shenanigans.
Oh, Cody,
I'm
just
a
drive
rascal.
the car into a pole. See what happens.
Well, he didn't listen to me about that either. I said, drive that car directly into a pole. It's never worked against anybody on this show ever before.
Right?
Something to consider. And that guy's looking out for you. Did you hear the genuine concern in his voice?
Yes.
It's like, oh, Alan, please tell Cody. I want him to be safe and happy. But you saw Poundcake post the other day. He's all about Jesus. He thinks Jesus is going to take care of everything for him.
Thank you, Lord.
Puts his trust in Jesus.
Like Jesus, do me like Jesus, do me like Jesus, do me like Jesus, do me like Jesus, 'cause he's my friend. Oh, do me like Jesus, 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 he's my friend.
People are white. Got to give it up to them. Little Andre Crouch. Remember the name Andre Crouch? Anybody?
Nope.
No.
That was his song, Nobody Can Do Me Like Jesus. He was the guy that back in the day, I think he's dead now, but back in the day, he was a Christian artist. But anytime a pop artist wanted like the gospel choir vibe, they called Andre Crouch. And so he did like Man in the Mirror. He did like a prayer. He worked with Elton John. He did the Lion King music, all kinds of stuff. But he mostly did a lot of Christian music. And so early 80s, those people were covering him. Nobody can do me like Jesus. That's something you should have in regular rotation, Poundcake. That should be part of your workout mix. What's on your workout mix?
Well, I don't necessarily have one because I do the class and they have like a mix already. So
it's a thing like where you go, they go, come on, guys. It's a whole class situation.
Yeah, so it's everyone does the same exercise at the same time, but
I see.
it's
You have to listen to them.
well, I mean, yeah, but last night, the playlist was all Drake, so I wasn't mad about it.
Is that like getting you pumped up music?
Yeah, but because they don't have like the normal songs. It's like mixes, like DJ mixes. So it's like the song, but it's like someone's mix on it.
I got you.
Like Jesus, do me like Jesus, do me like
You think maybe you could get them to work this in to the class? Do they take requests?
I'll pass it on.
Yeah.
Jesus,
More stretching music than cardio.
Or what?
More stretching music than cardio music.
Right.
do me like Jesus, he's my friend.
Can you get them to work this in?
We got a better chance at this, I think.
Somebody fought it, standing in the welfare line. Not sure.
This is me after I stretch.
Right, after you stretch. I mean, this is why I'm saying I think everybody might be able to get on board with this.
Every time you play this, it reminds me of this is so neat, from Fern Gully when Batty does his rap. It sounds just like that to me.
That's so weird that you brought up, because someone just brought up Fern Gully and Batty's rap within like the past 2 days to me.
Yeah,
And that's
well,
not something
what
that
sounds
anyone
like.
has mentioned in my
30
entire
years.
adult life. And then 2 days in a row, we're talking about
my
Batty.
name is Batty. My logic is erratic. Yeah, that's what that guy sounds like to me. Is Robin Williams rapping as a bat?
And where are you from?
I just blew in from a biology lab. I'm back and I'm flapping free. Let me tell you a story, and it's all about...
Yeah!
This sounds like Love Shack.
No, wait. Let him rap.
Yo, the name is Patrick. The logic is erratic. Potato in a jacket. Toys in the attic. I rock and I ramble. My brain is scrambled. Rap like an animal, but I'm a mammal.
Those sound the same to me.
I don't really keep up too closely with what the Kardashians/Jenners are doing. But I do appreciate anybody who is willing to change their kid's name after they've been alive for a couple of years. That's a flex. When you go, we liked this name, but now that he's like 2, we don't really think it fits anymore, so we're going to change the name. Kylie Jenner named her son Wolf or something. And they decided they didn't like that name, so they made a big deal about the fact that they were going to change the name. And you knew when they change, they're going to come up with something weird. So they named the kid Aire. A-I-R-E. And people were like, oh, that's great. And they pointed out that in Hebrew, and I don't know if Kylie Jenner's Jewish, in Hebrew it can mean Lion of God. But a lot of her fans in the Middle East said, don't come over here because Aire in Arabic means my penis.
All right.
So just FYI. You'd have to really do a deep dive. I'm sure there's a lot of celebrity names or weirdo names that sound cool, but you'd have to do a deep dive on a name that doesn't mean potentially something else in some other part of the country. Mary might mean something in Swahili or
Mother
Bill.
Of Jesus.
What?
Mother of Jesus.
In Swahili.
Mm-hmm.
Bill might mean something in, I don't know, Arabic. Now, it also means best friend. So, it's like best friend and penis. For a lot of people.
My best friend.
Yes.
One and the same.
Of course. I mean, it can be more than one thing. The Spanish word for wife and handcuffs are the same thing. You don't have to look too far into that to figure out why that is.
I didn't know that. Esposa?
Esposa. Yep. Means wife and handcuffs.
Beautiful language.
It's glorious, isn't it? It rolls off the tongue. But I like the move of just changing your kid's name. I think that they should do that every few years. Change the name every few years. Because why not? You go,
what would you change your name to? Like when you were, say they let the kid change the name when they're 18 years old. What would you have picked as your name at 18 years old?
At 18? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it never occurred to me to change my name.
Well, let's think back to who you were at 18 and what you would have gone with.
When my sister and I would play like house or whatever we would play together, my name was always Roxanne.
Oh, there you go.
Roxanne Stanford. And she was Kate Stanford.
And why?
I don't know. I like
Roxanne
the name Roxanne
Stanford and Kate Stanford.
Yeah, and I wanted to be Roxy was my
Yeah.
nickname.
Oh, Roxy Stanford over there.
Roxy Stanford. And she was my younger sister, Kate. And that's how we would play. We were Roxy and Kate. And I loved that name for a very long time. I wanted to be Roxanne.
Really?
Yeah.
But you never rose to the level of you saying, I think I might change my name to Roxanne.
No, that was younger. I probably fell out of that in like middle school. That was when I was, 8, 9, 10, 11, around that.
Would it have been taken as an affront to your family had you legally changed your first name?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah. You go, guys, I'm no longer Mary Lynn. From now on, I'm Roxy. Roxy Santora.
Roxy
Now, that's
Stanford.
a name that jumps off a marquee.
Yeah. Roxy.
Roxy Santora.
With a Y. ROXY.
Yeah, isn't that how it's?
I-E.
Yeah, like the theater out there in L.A.
Yeah.
No, when I was 18, if I had really thought about it, I probably would have liked to change my name to Boxley with Stanchion.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
It's taken.
Yep. I found that out momentarily. A little while ago, found out that was taken. Never occurred to me to change my name. But all my siblings have very traditional names. My brothers are David and James, and my sister is Annie.
Same. We're all very traditional. It's
And
Donald.
Alan, is like it's not an odd name, but it's definitely the least common of me and my siblings' names.
Yeah, we're Donald, Robert, William, Elizabeth, and Stephen.
Is that because your parents didn't want to cause a ruckus with the names?
I mean, they just went with family names, so we're all named after.
Oh, they're family names.
Yeah, like somebody that was in the family.
Right.
Let me
And
kill
Cody
this.
loves his name. He's never even thought of going by a different name, changing his name. It's never even occurred to him to do that.
I've had so many alter egos throughout my life.
Carlos Baerga, what's the one?
Carlos Beloza.
There you go.
Because I honestly, I just at the time growing up, I didn't feel like Cody fit me. I just didn't feel like it was a fit. So I just constantly was looking for a name that I felt like I was chasing for a little bit. And then
Did you make people call you these names? Like in school, they'd be like Cody, and be like, it's Jason.
No, the only one I made them say, and I tried to get it on a regular basis, and only one loud person committed to it was Alan. I was going by my middle name because I was like, I feel more related to an Alan. I was like, Alan seems like me.
But at least that is already a name that you have. That is your name.
Because I was like, ooh, that makes me unique. There's some kids that only go by their last name. Like there was a couple kids in my school, I didn't even know their first name because we would always call them by their last name. Their last name was so unique. There's some kids that would go by their middle name for whatever reason because their first name, they were like a junior or something like that. So I was like, ooh, that makes me unique. I'll go by Alan. And everyone already knew me as Cody. They're like, no, you're Cody. Like the fact that you want to change it makes me want to call you Cody more. Like,
right.
So
There's no way to get around that.
They're like, hey, Cody, how's it going, man? I'm like, damn it. So there was one girl that I think she had a crush on me, and she's like, hi, Alan, and everyone just hated her. Like,
She's playing along.
She's trying to help you out.
Everyone wanted to beat her up. I was like, don't beat her up. Like the girl's like, no, because she's stupid. She's loud, and she's a pretender. Like, why is she calling you Alan?
You're like, I relate most to her.
Yeah, they're the perfect match.
The stupid loud person is who I relate to.
No wonder she has a crush on me.
All the girls wanted to jump her for some reason. I don't know why, but she was the only one that would call me Alan. And I was like, okay, this doesn't work. She like clearly one person only caught on, and they don't like her, so it's Cody. It is.
I went by my middle name for like a day at a job because there was another Bill that already worked there. So I was like, well, just call me Scott then. And every time they'd say it, I would not reply. They're like, Scott. I'm like, who's Scott? And they're like, you're Scott. I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah. But luckily I quit that job real fast.
We never had problems with uniqueness. Like, my older brother's named after my dad, so he's Tony Jr., no middle name, because my dad didn't have a middle name. And then it's Kyle Martin. And then I'm Mary Lynn Louise. My younger sister is Elena Pauline. And then my older sister is Martine Angelique. So, yeah, we've never had people with the same names as us.
Is Homer Thompson.
I got you.
Hello, Mr. Thompson. Oh, now, when I say hello, Mr. Thompson, and press down on your foot, you smile and nod.
No problem.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
I think he's talking to you.
They're trying to get Homer in the witness relocation program, but he's so silly. He's a rascal, just like me. Yeah, just like me. No, for about a year I went by Lady Miss Keir, but then, boy, wouldn't you know it, D-Light came out, and it was the end of that. I got to take a break. Hey, if you want $1,000, and rascal or not, who doesn't? I'll have another keyword for you at 3:30. Listen closely to go fund yourself. And I'll have Joe Bonamassa tickets for you, too.